If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in Transmogs. This sort of goes with Frost or Arcane, Slaughterhouse Balders, High Mall Mythic, The Butcher, 15% on the drop rate, so that should be easy to get from Warlords to drain all the fun if you're level 120. Super easy. The chest piece, blue dinner suit, all major cities, lovely merchant, so that's 20 love tokens to get that just plain blue chest piece. Moving on, the belt, antiquated highborn cinch, the night hold, so you can see the boss, 17% on the drop rate for that belt. And the legs are the Fox Hollow leggings. Borealis is the place. Sister Adriana is the rare, who drops at 5% on the drop rate. I'm not sure if she's a rare or a boss. Anyway, Starlight Threads, Ulduar, Gift of the Observer, 16% on drop rate. Now this looks epic on the Nightborn dude. Gloves of the Arcane Tempest, Tuba Sargeras Heroic, Harjaden is the boss. Moving on, the back is the Mistcape Cloak, Eastern Plaguelands, various mobs drop it, or you can buy it on the auction house, of course. And the headpiece, Arcane Shatter Hood, Blackrock Mythic or Blackrock Foundry Mythic version, and the tabard, which you're going to have to check Wowhead how to get that. It's kind of a little funky. You have to have a Shadowmourne group in order to pick that up. And the offhand is Wild Combatant's Reprieve. If you're Horde, it will be Warmongering. And the weapon, this dagger, is straight out of Tol Dagar. Jess Howlis is the boss. I want to start off, this is definitely for Arcane, I think. Shoulder pads of Dao Dao Chang, Siege of Orgrimmar, LFR version, Sun Tenderheart is the boss, 15% on the drop rate to get those shoulders, which really look unique. And it works well with his Ruthless set from Cata, Stormwind Orgrimmar. Check your local Cata PvP vendor, 3 marks of honor to get that robe. And the belt, as we have on a Lady Troll here, Siege of Orgrimmar, LFR, Malkorok is the boss, and we have about a 14% drop rate for the belt. Moving on, we're going to show you the feet next, which you really can't see on a Lady Troll here, but we'll see them in a minute or two. Ritual Sandals, Welling Caverns, so you could spam it. It's an old school dungeon from vanilla, or you could buy it on the auction house. Moving on, we have a Lady Night Elf showing you the Tide Speaker Gloves, Storm Song Valley. It's a quest reward. If you are Horde, you're going to have to find something else purple, which shouldn't really be that difficult, to be honest with you. And the back pulled wool, Felwood, Dance for Rumbo. It's a quest reward, or you could buy it from Leatherworking. It's also called the Dark Leather Cape. So 2 separate ways. They get the same piece, looks the exact same. Any head, Ruthless Gladiator Silk Cowl, Stormwind Orgrimmar, Cata PvP vendor, 3 marks of honor to get that old PvP Cata headpiece. And the last piece is straight out of Tanan Jungle, the Baleful Armament, 9% drop rate to get the Baleful Spire, so that's how you get the staff. I think this works for Arcane. Actually, I really do believe it does. Giant Pumpers are the shoulders, Blackrock Foundry, Hansgar is the boss, 23% on the drop rate. The robe, or the chest piece, is going to be straight out of the Terrace of the Endless Spring. Heroic, Shah of Fear, 9% on the drop rate. And the belt is also going to be part of the same tier set as the shoulders. Girdle of the Infected Mind, Blackrock Foundry. Breckenspore is the boss, 14% on the drop rate to get that old belt from Warlords of Draenor, the fun. Sticking with Lady Nightborn, we're showing you the Nether Weave boots, BC level tailoring. Check your local tailor, or just step up by those gray boots on the auction house. We have a Zandalari Troll, who's kind enough to show you the hands, which are straight out of Blackrock Foundry. Admiral Garen, 15% on the drop rate, doing a spin to show you the cloak, which we're going to get to next. That cloak, that teal cloak, is straight out of Hellfire Ramparts, or Black Blood Furnace. Various mobs, kill them all, or just step up by it on the auction house. Moving on, we're going to show you the head, which is Alliance only, Darkshore BFA. That's from the Warfront, various mobs, or it could also be a reward for you, so it's a fair drop rate. Moon Priest Visor. And the weapon, which really ties everything nicely together, Crucible of Storms, the LFR version. Zexich, the speaker, is the boss, 5% on the drop rate. Here's a set for Fire or even Arcane. If you're into the dark Arcane look, you get the shoulders from Throne of Thunder. Duramu the Forgotten is the boss. I think you could also buy them, not 100% sure, but you might be able to buy them from the Shadowpan Assault Quartermaster. Silver Thread Armor. Scarlet Monastery is the place. Various mobs. Or you could just step up, buy it on the auction house to get that old vanilla chest piece. The belt, Abandoned Zandalari Fire Cord, Throne of Thunder, various mobs, or you could just step up and buy it on the, no, you can't buy it on the auction house, I don't think. My bad. Moving on, we're going to show you the legs, Silver Thread Pants, Scarlet Monastery, once again, so that's two pieces out of Scarlet Monastery, various mobs, or you could just buy them on the auction house. Moving on, we're going to show you the boots, which are the Sandals of Arcane Fury. See, it does work for Arcane, sort of. Throne of Thunder, Flaming Hedge, drop it, all three of them at 5%, so 15% shot to get it when you kill the boss. I don't know if that's right, but we'll say yes it is. Crystal Claw Gloves, Throne of Thunder, Duramu the Forgotten, once again, 8% on the drop rate. So when he dies, he'll hand you the gloves 8% of the time. We have a Undead Dude showing you the Waycrest Guard's Cloak. This is Alliance only, it's a World Quest Emissary reward. Moving on, the Headpiece, Violet Guardian's Corona. This is the Violet Hold Legion version. It's a quest reward, so that's super easy to get. And the weapon, straight out of Blackrock Foundry from Blackhand. Usually I don't show this simple of a set, but just because the way the staff and the headpiece and the belt really work, I figured it's definitely worth it because it's pretty much a tier set. You're looking at the shoulders and the chest and the hands all being part of the same tier set. Moving on, we're going to show you now the first piece that's not from that tier set on a Janai, which looks pretty epic on him. Tyrannical Gladiator's Court of Accuracy. That's Alliance only. Mob PvP vendor, 1 mark of honor to pick up the belt, which one of my favorite all-time sets, a Tyrannical set. Moving on, the feet, Arcane Boots, Blackrock Spire, various mobs, or you could buy it on the auction house, so it is spammable because it's a dungeon, so can't really see the boots on the Jedi, but you can see it here on the Lady Night Elf. The hands, Barbaric Cloth Gloves, Rage Fire Chasm, various mobs, or just step up, buy it on the auction house. Just basically your plain purple hand pieces, your gloves. Black Leather Cloak, Vanilla Level Leatherworking, check your local leatherworker or buy it on the auction house. Moving on, we're going to show you an Undead, looking pretty sharp on him, and the cowl or the headpiece straight out of Stormheim. Drops from Highland Ettins, or you can buy it on the auction house. 10% drop rate on those guys. Very easy to kill now if you're level 120. And the weapon is the Engraved Gargoyle Femur, which is straight out of Pit of Sauron, 8% on the drop rate. Here's a very unique set. I guess you could wear it on Arcane or Frost. The Contender's Satin Amorous, which is mop level tailoring. Check your local tailor or just step up, buy it on the auction house. Now the chest piece, kind of unique looking. The Wind Channeler's Tunic, Manitomb's Heroic. Yor is the boss. He's a summon boss, so you're going to have to figure out how to get him. Check Wowheads on how to summon him. The belt, Antiquated Highborn Cinch, the Nighthold. As you can see, the boss, 16% on the drop rate. Looking pretty cool on a Lady Draenor here. And the belt, well, we just did the belt. I mean, the legs, actually, Azure Silk Pants. Vanilla Level Tailoring. Check your local tailor or just step up, buy it on the auction house, which is going over an overhaul in patch 8.3. We have a Nightborn Dude showing you the Soul Strider Boots, which are really great for any clothy. Serpent Shrine Cavern. Fathom Lord Catharus, 23% on the drop rate. Strongly recommend you get those. The hands, gloves, Abhorrent Strategies, Antares, the Burning Throne, Fellseeker Ritualist, drop it, kind of a low drop rate to get the hands. Now I kind of messed up here with the cloak. It shows a different cloak, but I'm using the Azure Silk Cloak, which is vanilla level tailoring. Check your local tailor or your local auction house. It's blue. You could go in any blue blue cloak, honestly. Tomb of Sargeras Heroic, Atragon to get the headpiece, and of course the weapon, Uldir Heroic. Gahun is the boss. If you're still listening up and until now, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll close out by saying what I always say: whatever it is by you, whether it is morning, afternoon, or night, make your day epic.